Hello friends, welcome to ADO.NET tutorial. In this sub-series, we are going to see how to implement constraints on the ADO.NET side. We know that the backend database will expose some constraints, and we can mimic those constraints from our ADO.NET side itself. Let's see in this series how we can use ADO.NET constraints, unique and primary key, and how that helps in merging the data tables. We know that SQL Server provides constraints to maintain data integrity. Any relational database provides the constraints. It allows data validation before committing it to the database. Right? So when data is saved, during the save time, the backend will check for these constraints, and if there is any violation, it will throw the error to the front end. ADO.NET mimics the same data integrity so that user cannot place wrong data when they edit it. So during the edit time itself, the ADO.NET tells if there is any integrity violation. So if ADO.NET dataset mimics the constraints of the backend. Recall, ADO.NET works in a disconnected way. We know that, right? It will pull the data from database. After that, it will get disconnected, and the user will work on the disconnected data. So that's why here we are saying recall ADO.NET works in a disconnected way, and hence warning the user while they edit the data is useful in place of giving the last minute surprise in data commit. Say if there is no ADO.NET constraint, what happens? User will edit the data right. This is the ADO.NET application. They will edit all the required data. After that, they will commit, and database will check for the constraint violation. And after that, if there is any violation, it will reply with the error. Right. So if you see, this is a time consuming process. Why? Because user edited all the data, they are clicking save, it goes to SQL Server, validates the constraints, and throwing back the error is a time consuming process. So when ADO.NET mimics the constraint violation, so while editing the data, the time itself, it will warn the user. So this will be useful as we are avoiding this round trip. ADO.NET recommends to have primary key for a column in a data table. Primary key helps in merging the data. When there are two data tables, you can merge those data tables using the primary key constraint that is added to your ADO.NET dataset. We already have some knowledge about the data merge while we learned about the load option in one of our previous video. So you can refer the video here. A data table can also have a unique column. Unlike primary key column, there can be multiple unique key columns in your data table. So just like the backend database, ADO.NET will also allow only one primary key column that is assigned to one or more combination of columns, but there will be only one primary key. But in a data table, you can have multiple unique key columns. In this sub-series, we will learn how to use constraints in ADO.NET. Now it's okay. In this video, there is no demo. In the next video, we will proceed with our example. Thank you for watching. Bye.